Oh, okay. Ready? 1, 2.
Listen, you're the one that we have to edit this, okay?
3.
You're fucking annoying.
Why you
fucking piece of shit. I'm trying to make her fucking jobs easier. What's wrong with you? This is funny now. But fucking 3 hours later, when you're trying to fucking sync the audio, you're gonna be like, God damn it.
It's a matter of convenience. It's a matter of convenience podcast.
Some good Thundercat. Wow. Thanks, Odin.
Fucking ruined it.
Yeah, everything was good until. Oh, hey, I hear stuff. There's stuff I can't do about it, but I can hear it.
Last time I pressed the space bar and ended it, I forgot that I could do that.
Wait, did you? Oh, that's right. Yeah. It looked like you were about to pause it right now.
I was, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Psych, motherfuckers. See, look at that. We're improving every episode.
Progress.
Every episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minor Convenience Podcast.
Minor Convenience Podcast.
I am Michael.
I'm Jimmy.
Welcome to episode number 5.
Got it right this time.
Yeah, I was just thinking about. You know what's funny?
What?
Is when I was drawing up like the notes for this episode.
Boy.
When I was drawing up the notes for this episode, I wrote episode 4. I fucked it up still again, and it was like an hour ago.
That's funny.
It's like, what the fuck, dude?
But it probably because when I was editing and shit, I always put like episode 4, MC4, or whatever like that. So I have like 4 in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 4, 4, 4. So I almost did the same shit.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so used to writing 4.
Dude, speaking of, that last episode gave me every bit of problems that it possibly could.
Yeah, this dude was gonna break his computer.
I was hot.
Yeah.
I was so fucking hot, dude.
Just one thing after another, could not catch a break.
And it was always as it was getting ready to upload. Like as I was at the point of uploading or it getting finished to export into my library and everything on my computer, it'd crash. And then I finally, not finally, but I was scrolling through YouTube, just kind of perusing, and saw that there was a guy who went over to Adobe headquarters because he was like trying to see if they could fix Premiere
That's
Pro.
hilarious. He
And
just
like,
outside, like holding his laptop, like help me.
like, was it like those guys that hold up like the jukebox in the rain outside their window?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently
That's funny.
it's like a huge issue with Adobe crashing right now with this.
So
last,
just
like,
currently?
patch. Yeah.
Oh,
This was
okay,
like a
okay.
couple of days ago, I think, that he posted it. So
damn.
apparently Adobe's having some crashing issues, which it's nice to know that I'm
Interesting
not
how that shit happens.
right. Yeah, it's like
You do one thing trying to upgrade the product, and then like some little bug it gets in there, and everything just starts fucking shutting down.
yeah. And despite the fact that you did all this work, you did 99 things correctly, but this one fault, you're a piece of shit
Yeah,
who
dude,
doesn't know your
imagine.
job. You
Yeah.
suck. You deserve to not be working where you're at. Like, people go fucking crazy. I
It's
was one
hard
of
to
them,
have
dude.
gratitude in those moments, right? Like, you use this program. For some people, it's like their daily driver. They're editing all day, every day.
Your boy.
Yeah, right? And making their living off of this program. So, it's funny in those instances, they lose all the gratitude for it.
Yeah.
Like-
Like fuck this program.
Yeah,
It's a piece of shit. dude.
yeah, fix your fucking shit,
It's
Adobe.
so garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's like paid for their entire livelihood.
Right. Yeah, so try to remind yourself of that those times, but man, is it fucking frustrating.
I literally tried to upload this video 6 or 7 times.
Jeez.
I had to go back. The first one, each time that I had to go back and fix it, it was a smaller problem.
I see.
But just the fact that
incrementally.
yeah. And dude, you see how I double, triple check everything. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
after I upload it, I check the video, and then I'm like, all right, cool, I'll upload it. It's ready to upload for tomorrow, type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then right before I go to upload it, say the next day, I'll double check the video again, just for some reason. And dude,
OCD?
Yeah, dude.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Especially
just
after
kidding.
this episode.
Right.
Oh my god. But then yeah, finally got it finished and uploaded. And yeah, dude, it was definitely a test of fucking willpower for
Didn't
sure.
have to sacrifice on the quality either, because I was kind of watching you go through this whole process and seeing you just like lose your cool and trying to be like, hey, like one part of the video starts fighting you, like the outro or something that you had like originally done or had this vision for, and it's just like not working. I'm like, hey, dude, let's just like do a fade out, call it a day.
Mhm.
That's the episode, but like not wanting to compromise on like
Yeah.
what.
I turn around, demonize. No,
No, we're doing this.
Yeah, this is
Like,
fucking.
I
happening.
know what I need to do. I just don't know if I'm strong enough to do it.
Dude, yeah, it was because at that point I'd be admitting defeat. You know what I mean? It was like a pride thing at
Yeah,
that point.
I get that. So that's why I kind of like was like, all right,
yeah,
if it's because we try to keep the schedule, record on Wednesdays, upload on Saturday, new video every Saturday. That would be ideal. But man, this one got out late because just so many like things kept adding up.
yeah. The first time it crashed as it finished exporting. It said 100%. And it said usually in that window when you're done uploading, it'll say like cancel or done. It was still cancel, so it was like kind of finishing everything up, even though it already said 100%.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, cool, bet. Go off, do something. I think I heat up food and like watched like part of a movie. And then when I remembered that I was still uploading it, I was like, oh fuck.
Right.
Came back to go check on it just to see where it was
This is
at.
uploading it to YouTube,
No, this is just
or just rendering
exporting
it in the. Oh, okay, okay.
exporting it, yeah, rendering it
I
and
see,
everything
I
into
see.
my library. Came back and it was still on the same window. And I was like, fuck.
Something
okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then as I'm looking at it, it like goes away. I'm like, sick. Okay, cool. And I go to look for it and it's fucking not there. And I'm like searching. I look for like 30 minutes and it got to a point where like I was going to like every folder.
Yeah.
Just fucking like, did it just somehow disappear into
randomly
the ether?
misplaced.
Right.
Yeah. It's in the fucking Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, dude, it's gone. It's gone, non-existent. And yeah, dude, nothing. Couldn't find it. Went to go look for like a file location, everything, and there was nothing there. All it had was just everything else that we did.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, I have a very like organized way of how I like set these files apart. So I have like video files raw. So pretty much all unedited video and everything like that from the camera goes straight to my desktop and into this folder. And then we have the Rodecaster audio, which goes into its own separate folder. And then I have video files finished. And then I have like autosave folders throughout, and yeah, everything. So there's no way, there is a way, but it's pretty difficult for me to kind of misplace something. Usually everything has a spot for it.
Yeah.
And then as I
When
realized,
you're dealing with that many like files, you have to
be
otherwise
organized.
and they all just have numbers and like weird names.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to like organize, otherwise you'll just get lost in the sauce.
Oh my God, yeah. Maybe not the first, couple of weeks, but if you keep going, like
It
we're
adds
gonna
up.
keep going. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
now you're just sifting through for like,
Like,
fucking
fuck. What is that?
an
What is that?
hour, dude.
What is
yeah.
that? Yeah.
So, it's super organized, and I have a very methodical way of how I do everything, my whole due process, and so kind of accepted defeat on that one. It's like, all right, I gotta just fucking do this over again. So I reopened the program, and it sets me back like an hour. I thought
And
it was gonna be like
this was the night we filmed? Because you started editing that same day, right? Or was it the next day?
no, it was on Friday, so the night before it was supposed to go live.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so it was the night before it was supposed to go live.
So it's kind of crunch time,
Mhm.
Like, damn, I'm getting set back.
Yeah, but it was all
That
done.
late is not ideal.
Right, and I did. I don't remember what happened, but we got set back that week for something. We had to do something, right?
For editing, or
Just in general, something that like kept me from editing.
was it the washer?
When did the washer break? Thursday? No, washer did break Wednesday. So we were dealing with that for a bit.
Yeah.
So I think like that. So our washer also broke. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So the universe.
the car.
The car.
Okay,
so it was
so
the
the-
car and then the washer.
So this
yeah.
is why I was fed up with this fucking program.
The universe hated Michael this week.
Yeah, it was a long fucking week for me.
What'd you do last week? Karma
Piss someone
came
off.
back.
Apparently, dude. I pissed somebody off, dude. So yeah, last week Oh, and then the okay, yeah. So there's a lot that happened.
You deserve
last
it?
week.
Huh?
Not that I think.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. Probably. But yeah. So last week, my car. For those who don't know, and for those of you who've been keeping up with the whole situation that's happening, bought myself a nice little SUV, nice '96 Geo Tracker.
Beautiful.
It's
Beautiful
so
car.
clean, dude. Like for what it is, only got like 88,000 miles on it. Original. It's a 5-speed. It's a nice little SUV, man. And I got it like 3 months ago. 3 months ago.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
And I have not been able to drive it because as soon as I got wheels and tires, I spent like $1,600 on some wheels and tires, and like 2 days after everything just starts going wrong. So there's this certain part on it that's bugged out, and it's basically I can't get the car legally on the road to pass emissions without this part. But this car is so old and so unique. It's a Geo Tracker, so it's part of Chevy's line. And an old line that they've discontinued since, so nobody can find a part. Like I've looked, my cousin.
Do you
bought it
remember
off
what
of.
year they discontinued it?
I don't fucking know. I think like
'Cause yours
early
is what?
2000s, 96.
Okay.
I think
So
it's like
about that time.
2002, 2003,
Oh, okay.
something like that, around that time. And yeah, so I've been kind of just fighting this thing, trying to find it. There's aftermarket parts. Got an aftermarket part for it. The aftermarket part worked, but also was causing the check engine light to be on, so didn't work. And then so my cousin came out to help me. He sold it to me, so I mean it's only right that he helps me out with it,
Right,
especially
yeah.
when I know shit and fuck about cars.
yeah.
So we're working on this thing together. I learn a lot through the entire process, and then the engine starts misfiring, and so now I'm dealing with these two problems. And then it starts overheating because it's leaking coolant.
Yeah.
And then so fixed one of the problems, the overheating and the leaking, fix that. And then it gets to a point where he's like, I don't even know what to fucking do at this point.
Yeah.
So I take it
Both
to a
on
mechanic.
YouTube, like, fuck.
Yeah, literally, we're both on YouTube at this point, and like
Yeah.
Google. So I take it to a mechanic. The guy comes back or calls me back the next day, and he tells me, he's like, yeah, man. So like we've looked all over, the Valley area, and we can't find a fucking place for this part because it's discontinued. And he just kind of expresses a rarity, and he says your best bet is to just join like a Facebook group and find someone who has one, or look for some random anomaly. Just hope for a miracle, basically.
Or that what did that one guy in the office say? He was like, go down the highway to this one spot where you can just try to find like a pull apart, right?
Yeah,
See
and
if you can find the sensor, like.
yeah. So
Damn.
it's the TPS sensor that's basically attached to the throttle body. It's the throttle position sensor. So the guy, it's just a piece that connects to the throttle body. But they were saying just replace the whole throttle body would probably be easier than looking for this individual sensor, which is even more costly. And it's like this. I only paid like $3,000 for this
Yeah.
car.
So you're putting a lot into it now.
Yeah, it's like
So
how much money am I gonna put in before it's worth it?
Right.
Before I just
price of
cut
the
my
car
losses.
to fix it and get it running. Yeah.
But it's such a sick car, dude. And so
It really is. It's a shame.
yeah, so I kind of like I've been dealing with taking L after L. This is over the course of 3 months. The last thing that happened last week was the whole conversation with the mechanic. So I basically paid $110 for them to tell them what I already know, and brought it back, and then basically talked to my cousin, and we have one part that supposedly is the right part, and he's bringing the whole throttle body.
From California, right?
Yes, with the sensor. That's supposed to get here sometime this week. So all last week I've been working on this car. Then this week hopefully it's supposed to come in. And we basically came to an understanding that if it doesn't work after this, or this doesn't fix the problem, he's just gonna buy it back off of me. So cool. Like I have an out either way, but at the same time it's still a very frustrating process.
Man, yeah, you buy the car wanting to like and you got the wheels and tires for it right after, so it's like,
So hyped.
man,
to,
I
like,
have all
do
these
shit.
plans for this. This is a sick ass car. I'm excited, and then things don't work out, and it's fucking frustrating. Even though, like you said, we can move forward and come up with a plan either way. It's like, dude, I really wanted to get this thing fucking working.
Dude, yeah. And so like that alone is enough to make like people just lose their minds.
Make a grown man cry.
Dude. So, and then our washer breaks.
Dude, yeah, that was frustrating.
Yeah, so I just spent money on like taking this car to the mechanic, buying these parts, getting everything taken care of. Washer breaks, And then so we have to go figure this shit out, and we can't. We went like a week without a washer, which doesn't first world problems, of course, but yeah, finally got a new washer.
When you train though, that's pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
because you
gotta
want to do
it.
laundry daily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I literally ran out of geese.
especially after I had my little staff fucking experience.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck that, dude.
I'm trying to be about my cleanliness.
Yeah, so I had 3 geese, so they were all just dirty. I don't have a bath. It's just like a shower only with like 2 seats on it, so I couldn't like soak it in a bath or anything. And then what else?
Yeah, I was getting fucking pilgrim style,
Yeah.
fucking washing all my shit in the tub. Like,
You feel like
fucking-
it worked though?
Yeah, you know, for what it needed to do, obviously
Mhm.
it's not going to be as good of a wash, especially because I'm not going to sit there for like 50 minutes
Just
scrub my shit in the tub. Like,
Yeah.
so I tried to make sure that like I was just training Nogi, so it'd
Mhm.
be easier to clean, just a short center rash guard.
Right.
And as soon as I got home, when I take a shower, I would throw like my clothes in there
Mm-hmm.
so that it would already kind of wash the sweat and stuff away. And then after I finished the shower, I would just fill the tub up, pour the laundry soap in there, and then just like
Get to work.
yeah, try to
fuck
hand wash
yeah.
that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. And so, yeah, that whole issue happened, and then now these videos are not uploading, and they're just crashing or having some type of technical error periodically, like 6 times, throughout the weekend. So it was a very frustrating weekend. And then, but some good did come out of it also. I'm kind of getting back in the groove getting into the groove of getting into the groove of kind of starting this whole this graphic design, I guess, job that I'm kind of trying to create for myself. So I have a friend who was, or who is like a beautician. So she does like eyelashes is kind of like her biggest thing. She does brows. She does facials. She does back
What's her name?
facials. So she is
Shout her out.
Muerta Lashes.
Muerta Lashes.
So if you guys need some lashes done by this company, Muerta Lashes, give them a fucking shout out. They've been in the business for a fat minute. She worked out of Scottsdale and built a large enough client base in Flagstaff to where it made sense for her to leave her Scottsdale clients
Nice.
and move to Flagstaff because she couldn't keep up with all of the traffic she was
So is
getting.
that something that she does in person? Like
Mhm.
you go book a session, she comes in and does it, or is it
Yeah.
like does she sell stuff like that she ships and stuff like that?
So she does a lot of in-person stuff, and she just created not just created, but she has a lash line that she created. So she has a set of lashes that she is now selling. I did the branding for the packaging and that whole
Nice.
thing for that, and she enjoyed it enough.
You think we can get a free
set
pack
lashes?
of lashes?
Fuck yeah, dude! Sponsor the channel.
yeah, let's
Sponsor
go.
the fucking pod.
Yeah.
And then so we're gonna
trying
have some
to
fucking
fucking-
banging
trying to be
fucking
on fleek.
lashes, dude.
Yeah.
And so she hit me up, I think on Friday, and saying that she's opening up her own adhesive, and it's kind of going with the same type of like vibe as like the Muerta Lashes. So it's like till death type deal. So she pulled me on to create the design for that, knock that out, and then I got another client, my buddy who is a real estate agent. He works for Team Finds AZ. So if you guys need any real estate work, give them a shout out. They are in association with HomeSmart.
Team finds, like they find the house.
Mhm.
They find your dream house.
Yeah. And what's crazy
Sick.
is I'm not even like sponsored by any of these people. I know it really sounds like I'm going off of sponsorships and shit like that. But
Yeah.
like, give them a shout out only because they're supporting me in getting this digital art business fucking off, getting this going. Because I've always been trying to like pull clients in and get people like, hey, I can design logos for you. I could do this. I could do that. So what he's doing is he just sends me a bunch of clips and has me edit a video for him. And he just posts on all his socials and stuff like that. And it's pretty sick. He gets like good drone footage. He gets like 360 camera footage and all that. And he's like, hey, I have this kind of idea, have full creative control. Do what you want to do. Sends it out to me. Cool. And so he hit me up the next day saying he's got footage that he wants to go ahead and have me edit. So I've been kind of working on that. He just emailed
Sick.
me some more footage earlier today, like I think like an hour before. But it's pretty cool, man, because you know the difference between like this and like a regular job is like it almost feels like I'm still like a piece of shit, you know, like I'm not doing anything. You know, like I wake up whenever I want. I
see you doing this, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it almost feels like a sin to like comparatively, right? So like especially if you're used to like a 9 to 5 where you get
structure.
Up. Yeah. Where you get up and you know, there's kind of a structure, but you know, for the most part, I just kind of do whatever I want, whenever I want in terms of working. And yeah, like you get up, get to this, you have to drive to this, you know, building at like 9 a.m. and you have to sit in this cubicle or you have to do this job till 11, 12 o'clock. And then you get a 30-minute lunch or maybe an hour lunch, depending on where you work. And then you have to come back and clock back in and you have to stay until 5 or later.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then boom, now you have to drive back home.
Yeah. And the grind, you know, the rat race.
Dude, yeah. It's almost like a hamster, you know, hamster wheel, just constantly just in rotation. So, you know, ever since I was about 15, I've had a job where I was working. I was always working, and outside of tearing my Achilles and being on that medical leave, the longest I went without a job, I want to say, is maybe 2 weeks. Outside of, you know, this time too.
Right. Yeah.
When I tried to build myself up and do my own thing. And so it was very unusual for me. I didn't really know how to go about it. I just kind of said fuck it and just went for it without any knowledge, any idea of what the fuck to do or how to start it or how to even like promote myself or anything like that. And for a while I was kind of like unmotivated because I didn't see immediate results. So it was just one of those things where I was kind of existing, kind of went through a little bit of an existential crisis. Like, what am I going to do? You know, I had that thought, like, I'm good now, for now, but how's it going to be when I'm like 50, 60, 70?
Right.
You know,
if I don't build up that my company or whatever I have to that point, you know, in that time frame, you know, like what will I do, you know, compared to if I worked a job where I got a retirement and all that stuff, I'd be good.
Right.
But you know, you're betting on yourself.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So it was just one of those things where I just kind of like panicked, freaked myself out, was thinking of like looking for regular jobs, even applied to some warehouse job, went out to like a job fair thing. And dude, it was wild to see like how little people give a fuck about working. I went in,
especially nowadays,
dude,
it's bad.
This was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe. I went, you know, dress shoes, slacks, button up, tie clip, watch, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing, made sure that I was dressed, you know, ready to go.
Dress for success.
Professional, dress for success, you know. And then when I get there, there's people like I swear to God, they looked exactly like they just rolled out of bed, threw on some flip flops and a hoodie and went out. Like they were in sweatpants. Their hair was like, they had bed heads still. Some people were in like tank tops and baggy sweats. Some people were just in like flip flops or like slides with socks and like some random like basketball shorts and like a t-shirt. Like no one gave a fuck, dude. And never got called back, which is kind of interesting. But they did say like we do drug tests, and I was like, I'm gonna let you know. I was gonna say,
I think I remember that, right?
Yeah, and I told them, I was like, I'm not gonna waste your guys' time and waste my time. I smoke left-handed cigarettes.
Smoke the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, so I was like, if this is a disqualifier, then I'm just gonna let you know right now, so we don't waste any more time.
Everyone's time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, we go according to the state and federal, or the state and local state laws or whatever. And I was like, okay, so am I good? And then she just kept saying, well, we go with she was like,
she has to say like the policy.
She wasn't giving me just a direct fucking answer. And I'm like, all right, cool, sounds good. And then so I just left. And I'm just like,
why do you have to be so cryptic about this? You know,
I'm not solving.
If you want to hire me, let me know what your policy is. Yeah, you know,
because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stop. Like I wasn't in desperate need of this job, so I'm not gonna like stop my lifestyle to work a job that I don't give a fuck about. You know, it was just something to have some extra money in my pocket so I could go do fun shit. Like all my basic living needs are taken care of, but at this point, now I'm just trying to look for some extra spare money to go
Mm-hmm.
fuck off and do shit, So
Because you need that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? I gotta start
Exactly.
going out camping with the dogs now that this weather's getting a lot better, a lot warmer. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for
start
sure.
doing shit like
Fun
that.
some of those activities. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyways, back to the whole like the difference in comparison. It's definitely I feel like it's a lot more work to start your own thing rather than just this is your job, show up and do it. Because you already know what you're gonna do. You go in, someone shows you how to do it, someone tells you what you did wrong, someone like confirms like, oh, you're doing great. And then you get better and you get better, you get better, and then you are independent and you go do your thing. And then,
Right.
hey, we need this done, we need that done, and we need this done by the end of the day. Okay, cool, you do this, and that. Whereas like when you're
Yeah.
starting your own business, it's like all those answers you have to find.
No
on
one's
your
there
own.
to tell you what to
Yeah.
do or hold your hand, right? Like,
Exactly. And
you
anybody
have
that's
to do it. Yeah.
yeah, and anybody that you're gonna get any type of like coaching from, it's gonna cost you money. So it's like I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
Just me personally, So yeah, just trying to market yourself and keep that motivation and that confidence that you're gonna get somewhere. I think is the biggest thing. That mental.
You have to
game.
believe in yourself.
Yes, you have to.
Because at the end of the day, that's your goal, right? To be financially free through your own work, whatever it may be for
without it
you.
being
It's
a fucking pyramid
digital
scheme.
art. Yeah,
It's
right.
Financial
without-
freedom
without
type
fucking,
shit.
Yeah, selling fucking energy drinks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself though,
Mhm.
right? Because otherwise, if you don't, then you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, and to be honest and to be completely like frank about it, it's a lot of work, but it also like doesn't seem like a lot of work. Like when I'm
it's work
on
you want to do.
when I'm on
Yeah.
the ass end of it, is I'm like, fuck, this is a lot. But when I'm in the middle of it, I don't realize that I'm 6, 7, 8 hours into an edit until I'm 6, 7, 8 hours into this edit. And I'm
Yeah,
like, holy
yeah.
fuck, it's nighttime. What the shit? And then I realize, oh fuck, my back is sore. I got to stretch. Like, you know what I mean? All those typical problems.
Yeah.
But it's just something that I get sucked into. And a lot of times once I start, I'm probably going to be zoned in for a fat minute. And even my dogs, like my corgi, Thor, is like, the moment he sees me sits down, he's like, fuck, he's going to be here for a
Right.
minute.
Yeah.
So he does everything he can in his power to like bark at me, goof at me, get me away from the
Yeah.
computer.
No.
Yeah, so I have to remind myself like to take breaks in between, take them on a walk,
Yeah, for
take
sure.
them outside and stuff like that. Especially before it gets a little too hot, because then we're not going to be able to do like walks on like the sidewalk and shit like that. Because it just
Yeah,
gets
getting
so
little booties.
hot. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
little booties. But yeah, it's definitely been a
That
hell of-
helps your productivity though, right? With the breaks.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, like it might seem like, oh fuck, I'm stepping away from work, but when you do step away, take the dogs for a walk, fucking make some coffee, do whatever you do,
Mhm.
whenever you come back to it, it takes you a second sometimes to kind of get back in the groove, but a lot of times you come back with like a new mindset, like you're
Right.
kind of fresh back on it.
New
So taking those,
perspective, ready to get at it.
yeah,
again.
sometimes just a quick 5-minute break is enough to kind of get you
Right.
more going on something.
And I think another important thing to consider when you are taking that break is to like fully take the break. Like,
Yeah.
whereas like
Turn your mind off of
yeah,
whatever it is. Yeah.
exactly. Because sometimes
Yeah.
like I'll be walking the dogs and I'm like thinking like, okay, fuck, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then when I get back to the computer, it doesn't really feel like I took a break. It's
Right,
just like
right.
I just
Yeah.
wasted time. So
Yeah.
whenever I find myself thinking about like what I got to do next, I catch myself and I'm like, nope, just you're not at the computer, just chill. Kind of
Mhm.
enjoy being outside, enjoy the sunshine for a bit.
Yeah, take
Enjoy
that
being with
moment
the
in.
dogs. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Really enjoy the reset, like really reset. And then once I'm back into it, the moment I sit down, crack open energy drink, take a sip of my coffee, whatever it is I'm drinking, and then, there's gonna be some smoking before or after the walk at some point.
Mhm.
So reset that too. Throw on some hype music and just get back to fucking editing.
Fuck yeah.
And I think a good part of it too is just it satisfies that ADD brain because there's so much tediousness to it.
What does?
Editing.
Oh, okay, nice, nice.
There's
Yeah.
just so much tediousness to it and so much to learn.
Mhm.
Like I think I'm like 4 or 5 months into learning, the Creative Cloud, and I mean obviously I'm still very new at it,
right.
but I feel like I'm learning just as much as I am now as I did day one type shit. Like there's just so much.
Just gets deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because but that's part of. I kind of blanked. I don't know where I'm going with that. But
Sick.
yeah.
But so I want to ask you too, like you, because I think it can go both ways with people who are not working for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
who are working for someone else, working for a company, they can find fulfillment and enjoyment and happiness as long as it's a company they're aligned with, a boss they really like. So I don't want to sit here and say like everyone should
Right. Of
work
course
on their
not.
own, right?
Yeah.
Because not everyone should. And I think that there's a lot of people out there that I've met in my life and others have met that I would work for this man, till the day I die. Like you find those certain people that like, I fucking love your mentality. I love the company. I love what you stand for. There's a reason that, you have those leaders out there, whether it's in the business world or the military, you would work for.
Right.
So if you have that person, if you have that job, fuck yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
sick. But if you don't have a job that, if you're just working at like Amazon or some shit, right?
Yeah, and you just it's a mundane task where you're like, wake up, work, get home, repeat
Right.
type shit.
That's whenever you fall into that trap,
Yes, yeah. Then 30 years down the road, you're at the same spot, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?" And that's what I wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
just that like same concept. Like I don't realize I'm 8 hours into an edit until I'm 8 hours into an edit. Just like
Yeah.
you don't realize you're 50 years into this warehouse job until you're 50
Yeah.
years into this warehouse job.
Time moves, man.
Yeah,
And
dude.
Yeah, faster than you think. So like, would you say that you're like more fulfilled? Like, even though, you might not have a bunch of clients and have this big business yet, you're in this grind period. Are you more satisfied and fulfilled, like working on your own than any of the other jobs that you've had, including like the army, any job that you've had going up?
In terms of fulfillment, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's right up there with the army because, at the end of the day, as much shit as we talk about, like, fucking boots and being so hua and, all
Right.
the cringe military shit that we come across, like, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I'm still proud of what I did. Like, I
Yeah,
never say it with
absolutely.
any, like, reluctance, you know what I mean? I always say it with pride and, you know what I mean? Like, it's always something I'm going to be very proud of, especially coming from the family that I came from, where it's a military family.
Yeah.
So I was able to continue on that tradition, which I'm always going to be proud of and hold my head up high for and with.
Mhm.
But outside of like the military, yeah, it is definitely the most satisfying and rewarding thing that I've done. And I've made a lot of money in some jobs. I've made little to no money at some jobs. I've had a lot of freedom at others where I've had no freedom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with this, even though I don't make nearly as much money with this job as I do any of the other ones,
Right.
just having the I think I've had like 4 or so clients at this point, 4 or 5, 4.
Mhm.
Even though I've only had these 4 clients in this long period of grinding and trying to find something, I've definitely felt more satisfaction and reward from earning this because I know it's from me directly. I went out and did it.
Yeah.
I earned it. They are satisfied with what I did. They're happy with what I did. They were
Yeah.
just as excited about it. So that made me feel a lot more accomplished because that's something that I did on my own and for myself.
For
And that
sure.
only opens up the opportunity for repeat business or
Yeah.
referrals and shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And it definitely helps too because the demographic that I look for or that I work with are small businesses or people who are just kind of starting up, just like myself. So they understand the concept of the importance of exposure.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna shout you out. I'm definitely gonna
Tell my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that really helps a lot too.
That networking is so important.
Yeah.
With when you're coming up in a business or
Mhm.
in a career like yours,
Right. So and it's so cool to be able to see that support from the other end rather than just like, all right, cool, I got what I needed. Like I'm out.
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
So, and they're very understanding of the work that is required to get to where I was to now working with somebody. So I feel like in a way they're more appreciative rather than if I were to go to Amazon and be like, hey, here's this fucking logo, and they're like, cool, thanks, later.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? They're not going to tell anybody.
Transactional. Yeah, that's
exactly.
it, right?
I mean, I'm not going to turn down that paycheck.
Yeah,
you know what
facts.
I'm saying?
That's probably pretty good.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just for a smile.
use me all you fucking want then.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
But it's definitely been an experience for sure, and even with this little bit of work that I've had, it's motivation enough to keep fucking grinding, because now it's possible, rather than like the first, I don't know how long I was just kind of trying to figure it out and not having anybody to work with or anything, just trying to build a portfolio to then start pushing out all of this stuff. It's definitely a huge motivator to know, like, before it was bleak, it was impossible.
Right,
like, I couldn't
right.
see myself doing it because I wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
it's like, fuck, this is actually a
I
possibility.
can do this. Yeah.
And a combination of working on this podcast and, fucking off and doing my own little art things on the iPad or on the sketch pad, and then working with these people, like, all of that's just practice in the field.
Yeah,
It's just helping me improve and
Work
creating,
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
creating better quality content for not only ourselves but for the clients that
Future clients, yeah,
exactly. So it is definitely a rewarding, very, very rewarding experience, regardless on how major or minor it is. And yeah, it's just motivating me to keep going.
How do you feel about AI? So this is something that
Fucking yeah, good.
I have a point transitioning to this. Hear me out.
I know where you're going with this now.
Okay,
I know where you're
yeah.
going. Okay,
What
go ahead.
if in the future, one day, a robot can do all of that, and now people won't need someone like you, and they just buy an AI program or pay an AI program that just does whatever they need?
I would quick, fast, and in a hurry learn how to design an AI program so people can buy it from
That's
me.
funny.
Yeah, I would
That's
try to
funny.
figure out coding of some sort. That, or hopefully build enough of a rapport with enough of a client base that I just keep those loyal people. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to call them customers. I don't want to call them, but yeah, I just hope that
Client is like a respectful term.
I
right?
feel like I say it with respectful intent.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I feel like saying customer is almost like I don't see you as a person.
Right,
It's
right,
more
right.
as like a transaction.
Exactly.
than anything.
Yeah.
And
But client is more personable, right?
Yeah, more of like a professional endearment type.
Yeah,
of not
yeah.
endearment, but like term.
Yeah, dude, growing up, or even still to this day, when I hear someone talk about like, oh, my client this, my client that, I'm like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
you
this
work
guy's a fucking
a
architect.
legit
Yeah.
job. Yeah, you have
He's fucking designing
clients.
multi-billion-dollar structures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like a patient, right? You're in the medical field. If you have a patient,
because they're patient with my work.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, dude. So it's with this AI thing, it's getting wild. The whole deep fake thing.
It's getting scary.
Yeah,
It's getting scary good.
Because now like people can come up with video, or AI can come up with videos of you saying shit that you've never said before. And
Our 4 episodes on this podcast, there's probably enough that an AI could take those and make us say anything.
yeah, and just continue the show with it. Like, we could get offed, we could get murdered.
That's true. Yeah,
This is
we could
probably
get
the last
suicided.
podcast.
We
We're
were
gonna get
talking.
suicided.
We were talking shit about Nancy Pelosi, so we are probably gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Her and her fucking tiggle
Yeah.
bitties are gonna come and fucking kill us. I don't know if you've seen that. Did you see that? There's like a paparazzi picture of her fucking at the beach.
No,
Bro, she
that's
got some.
hilarious.
She's got some yeeties, dude.
I don't know if I want to imagine that,
Bro, I instantly forgot her face. I'll tell you
Jesus
that.
Christ, are they fucking done here or
Bro,
what?
they were fucking. They were hefty, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You think she paid for those?
No, they look like some. It looks like some grandma.
Oh wow.
Like some all natural.
That's how she got into
the
the
politics.
Speaker of the House, huh? Yeah.
She was really close with Monica Lewinsky.
That's funny.
Um,
Yo, she probably knew fucking Marilyn Monroe, huh? How
That's what it
fucking
was,
old
yeah.
she is.
Oh my god, absolutely. It actually is Marilyn Monroe. She didn't die. She
That's
just turned into
funny,
Nancy
dude.
Pelosi.
Yeah.
Thumbnail.
What?
Thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Marilyn Monroe is Nancy Pelosi, dude.
Yeah, look into it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's like, it's so crazy, dude, because a lot of times it's good, right? And then a lot of times it's shit. Like they have like 7 fingers. They have like
Right.
they have 4 legs. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So, and granted, it's all AI, but that can be programmed and it can be fine tuned.
Yeah, because it's just starting. It's still in the very early baby stages. And I think that's what scares people is they know how fast technology can improve.
Yeah.
And they know there's enough people interested in, whether it's good purposes, because there could be, a lot of good that AI does. But a lot of it, people are scared of the nefarious bad things that could be done with AI.
100%.
So if you see like what the potential it can do, and the access that almost anyone can have, scary.
Dude, yeah, because as fucking humans, naturally, we're going to be very defensive. You know what I mean? Maybe not so much now, but like look at back when we were like cavemen.
Negativity bias,
Yeah. Look at back when we were cavemen. Like that's what kept us alive. You know what I mean? You can't like walk out into a fucking forest or a fucking jungle, come out of your cave and be like, oh,
thinking
look,
everything's great.
Yeah, look at this big cat. I'm gonna go pet it. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Right.
You had the fucking survival. Everything
What the
was
fuck's trying to kill me
fucking,
today?
Yeah. You're about to fucking. You're getting killed in every aspect by
Facts.
everything. So,
it's our like current digital survival instinct.
Yeah. So I feel like even though we're less susceptible to like that being attacked everywhere we go,
Right.
but I think it's still kind of ingrained in us because it's
in our
always
DNA.
it's always just a natural response to just say, "Fuck, this is bad." Worst case scenario, I'm assuming.
Yeah, facts.
So, and I feel like it's better to look at it worst case scenario rather than like nothing's gonna happen.
Absolutely, you have to like mitigate the risks and acknowledge the risks first, even though there could be a lot of good that comes out of it. If at what cost if a lot of fucked up shit is happening? Not worth it, right?
Right.
I guess depending on who you ask, but
yeah, exactly. If a fucking Sean Connor becomes famous, I'm giving up. I'm giving up on everything. So yeah, dude, what about you? What are you feeling about this whole,
I got scared when I
thing?
saw a video on YouTube of Tucker Carlson. You know who he is?
Yeah.
The news,
The Fox
guys.
News,
Yeah.
Anchor guy.
Yeah, the guy who fucking had that hot take about how the Eminem model wasn't sexy anymore. You saw that? Yeah.
He was pissed.
Yeah,
dude.
he was fucking.
He was fuming because
Yeah.
this fucking candy wasn't being sexualized.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So because he made that video, when I first saw this AI video on YouTube, I thought it was real. So it was a video of him in his normal news anchor setup. His voice sounds exactly like his, and he's going off about how he thinks Vaporeon is the most fuckable Pokemon character. I was like, what the fuck is going on with Tucker Carlson? He's insane.
And there's people that still to this day, Tucker Carlson fucking thinks that Vaporeon's the most fuckable
Yeah,
Pokemon.
if all you do is see that video and that's it. So I scroll to the comments naturally to see like what the fuck is going on, and that's when I realized it's AI. Because everyone in the comments was talking about the same thing. They were like, "Holy shit! I thought this video was real."
That's fucking crazy.
And I didn't realize it was AI until I looked and investigated with the other people of the internet.
Bro, yeah, if you show that to the right demographic of people, they could be fucked regardless. Like whether like people know better or not, like if you show it to the right ignorant people and enough of them, you could be
You see that
fucked.
with you see that already with the news, right? Like the mainstream media. If they purposely want to attack someone or kind of try to mess with someone's name, they'll just make a fucked up headline and title and shit, and it'll be completely fake.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna see that and talk about that and think it's
propaganda,
legit.
dude.
And then afterwards they'll issue like, "Oh, sorry, we apologize, that wasn't true." But no one looks at that.
Yeah,
no one
the
ever
damage
looks
has
at
already been done.
exactly. So all we have to do is fuck this person's reputation by this bullshit like slam piece, and then that's enough.
Yeah.
Even if it is fake, or even if we just pull it out of our ass. And now you can see the same thing happen with AI, which is I think the scary thing for me looking at it.
Yeah. Not only that, but like I'm thinking of like, what about fucking Ultron? You know what I mean? Like
Ooh,
he just
true.
his conscience just fucking takes over anything that he can fucking get his circuits on. You know what I'm saying? Takes over fucking Elon Musk's new fucking Tesla bot or some shit.
Yeah.
Fucks humanity type shit, dude.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Holy
Destroys our infrastructure. The grid is down. Now Tesla bots are fucking taking over the world.
Man, and then you start seeing China's involvement with TikTok and how it's on everyone's phone. I mean, I made a fucking TikTok the other day for the podcast.
Yeah.
So trying to put videos out, help
And we're not
promote it.
scared, China. We ain't afraid of
Come
you.
at me, bro.
Yeah.
Come at me.
America.
What's up, Beijing? Huh? Fucking fight me.
Yeah.
But you know, it's on fucking almost every phone. And so like getting a little conspiracy
Yeah, getting a little Eddie
theory
Bravo
now.
with it.
Yeah,
going
exactly.
down
But
Eddie
like
Bravo.
what if the app is like a trigger and they can like put it into the app and then now the AI is like in everyone's phone.
some like
and then there's
Jexy
like
type
a-
shit?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that movie.
wait, what'd you say?
Jexy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, with dude, I'm blanking on his name. Workaholics, Adam Devine.
Oh, you know, we were gonna watch that the other day.
That's right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know the concept. Yeah.
So,
Or like the one with Joaquin Phoenix, with and Scarlett Johansson. Her. Have you seen that?
what's it called?
It's called Her.
Oh,
Yeah. He falls in love with this like
haven't seen that
program on
one.
his phone that's basically like Siri,
mm-hmm.
and then Scarlett
I know which
Johansson
movie you're
is the
talking
voice.
about, but I've never seen it. I said that you looked like him from that movie at one point.
Oh, when I had the mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
funny.
Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about now.
Yeah. Good movie. But I mean, it's funny because we've been like aware of this for a long time. There's, I mean, fucking Terminator, like all these movies and things in pop culture about
Mhm.
like technology and AI becoming like sentient and all sorts of shit.
Dude,
But now it seems like it was always like a haha, you know, that's a movie.
fuck, this is real.
Science fiction, yeah. But now it's like, oh fuck, this could be real. This could happen.
Yeah, dude, it's funny that you say that because there was actually back in like 2012, there was billboards all over Tucson about a surveillance fucking system that's going to be planted
What
all over the city.
fuck?
Guess what it was called?
What?
Skynet.
Get the fuck out
I
of here.
swear to God, there's a fucking. I have an
Why?
archived picture in my Instagram from back then.
Literally, why?
They're
Fucking who is the marketing guy behind that one?
the marketing genius behind AI, who is going to eventually take over the world.
That's insane. So does it work? Is it up and running in Tucson or did it not work?
I'm going to be honest, I have not paid attention since I
I
took
just
that
have a
picture.
feeling you can't get people on board. Hey guys, we're gonna make a security system. We're gonna call it Skynet. People are gonna be like, no.
It's going to be AI based in the
No.
future.
Yeah. No, sir. We're not doing that.
Let's be honest here. Like,
That's hilarious.
movies are usually fucking science fiction, but this one we're playing a little too much with it.
Yeah, come on.
Because
now.
that one actually could be a
We're
possibility.
tempting God
Yeah.
at that point, right?
We're playing
yeah.
this a little
yeah.
we're playing on that fucking
Facts.
that line a little too much, man.
That's funny, dude. But honestly, with all the doom and gloom about AI, I wanted to think of things that could be good about it. And one thing I saw the other day, actually, which there's still people up in arms about it, but once you mention AI, that's already got the pitchforks raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was an anime that you might know them actually, the Corridor Digital guys. You know them?
Yeah, where they do a lot of like FX shit.
They do all that shit. Yeah, yeah,
Weren't
yeah.
they
Freddie
t-
Wong and all those
Yeah,
guys.
wasn't that video like where they were defending like anime creators because AI's like they're starting to have AI create anime and they did it by like motion capturing or some shit like that.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's the argument against using AI in animation and stuff like that. Is it can push a lot of the creators out right now. Like a lot of the actual animators who work hard. You know,
My Brother's Basement did a bit on it too, I think.
he did. He
Yeah.
did. But his video, he kind of attacked Corridor Digital a lot, which I think was kind of misplaced anger towards those guys.
Do you think that they were doing it to replace or to
No,
actually
not at
come
all.
up with
Not at all,
something or
'cause
just to bring awareness?
If you look at their video, they give credit so much
to like the animators.
Yeah,
shit like
and
that.
that's the big thing behind AI is that there's going to be a lot of artists are going to get work stolen. So AI within the art community, that's like the big argument because it's just going to go through and plagiarize a bunch of shit because it has to be AI can't create, right?
Right.
It needs all these references, right?
Mhm.
So I
For
think
now.
that's the argument. Yeah, right.
For now.
Is that it's basically plagiarizing and stealing work and then calling it as your own, and
Right.
it takes no effort to do it. That's like the big argument.
right.
But what they did is they referenced, and I think they did it right. I forget what exact anime they used, but they showed, hey, this is what we're going to use. This is the reference that we're using. This anime, this art style.
Yeah, it was like 300 images of like the characters or something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah. So I
right?
mean,
and it
can
was
be
a big anime too.
right, and they still had to do the motion capture. They still had to write the story. They still had to do a fuck ton of work. So it's not like they just walked up to a program, pressed play,
Bop, beep.
and then had an anime, right?
there was still some work behind.
There was
it.
a lot of work done behind
Mm-hmm.
it, you know. But I think the point of the video was to show this is how AI can enhance and help. So imagine if like
all current studios.
Yeah, imagine if like Mappa gets their hands on AI, or like Ufotable, like the guys who do Demon Slayer, the guys
Right.
who do Attack on Titan, like they start using AI to help supplement all of their incredibly talented animators and everything right now. So instead of seeing like shitty CGI versions of fucking Berserk, all these like anime,
Oh, dude,
that
what is it like?
get terrible
Supreme, where they
adaptations.
just fucking all the fighting is in that stupid 3D.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
so now maybe AI can like advance that. And that's just something within my niche that I was interested in.
Right.
I'm sure if you look at a lot of industries, AI can be something that that really benefits. I think another thing that I saw it in is like the fitness industry.
Mhm.
So like programming and stuff like that. There's a lot of AI programs that are out right now that you know, use obviously a lot of information that like smart exercise science people put into it,
Mhm.
but then it is AI and it learns based off of your like sets, reps, age, etc.,
Mhm.
how to like adapt the program over time.
Right.
Because someone can give you like a blanket template, but everybody's different. You know, it might not always work.
Right.
But you can take that template and now add AI to it, and now you're getting a highly personalized, like custom workout plan that a fucking robot is doing, instead of a person having to put the hours in, watch videos, take calls.
So you're not necessarily defending it, but your point into
There's
how
some good things that can come
we
out
can
of it.
benefit from it is to use it for instance, like me as a creator, right? Say I'm a year
Yeah.
down the road, now use AI to assist in creating the art designs that I need, so
Absolutely.
it frees up my hands. So it's almost like
Yeah.
having like your own assistant type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna treat that motherfucker with all the respect, because if they
Dude.
become sentient, dude, I am gonna fucking try to live this out as long as I
Right?
do not want to get ripped apart by my own fucking creation. Some Frankenstein type
Yeah,
shit. Or some Frankenstein's monster type
As your
shit.
fucking roommate, you know, yeah, I would not want that either. Yeah.
You hear me talking shit to it, dude, buddy, take it easy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a smart house. You ever watch that growing
yeah,
up as a kid?
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or even what is it? Fuck. Wait, did you say Smart House?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
yeah.
Monster House.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Monster House, yeah.
But if you guys don't know either one of those, fucking do yourselves a favor.
Goated, dude. Super good shows.
Do yourselves a favor.
Or
Ahead of their
movies,
time.
excuse me. Yeah.
But especially Monster House, dude.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
in terms of
Animation,
animation,
too.
oh, it's way ahead of its
AI.
time. I looked at it. I think we looked at it like a week ago. We're like,
Yeah, yeah.
even to
Because I think it was
today's
trending
standards.
on Netflix, right?
Yeah, to today's standards, the animation's fucking.
And it came out, what,
quality.
like 2006 or some shit?
Yeah, it came
Yeah.
out when I think before I was in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm about to be 30. What the fuck?
Sheesh.
I don't fuck.
Masters.
I know.
There you
Right?
go.
Well,
Yeah.
Fuck this geriatric. So, yeah, right, dude. They're at that point where they have the old man strength. I'm still in my young man strength era.
Yeah.
Give me like 10 years though.
Yeah, Masters too. There
Yeah.
you go. That's when you start fucking winning world championships.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, yeah. So I could see where you can take AI and make it beneficial, but it's like, how long can we keep that in control before, like I said, it becomes sentient, or even if that is possible, or we lose control and it starts doing shit that we don't want it to do, type shit. Like
Yeah.
how you said technology just moves so fast. Like look at the 80s.
Yeah.
When the cell phone just came out, basically. It was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were holding
Holding the,
fucking this, dude. Like, whoa? Yeah. You fucking open it up.
yeah.
So it's like,
Facts.
now look at what we can do with phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A
Like,
lot. Yeah.
you just shared a note with me the other day for fucking the podcast.
Yeah.
For the podcast episodes. Yeah. You have
We can use these tools like that technology gives us, you know?
what we have in our hands was like, dude, did you ever see the picture of like the gigabyte when it first came out? When they first made a gigabyte?
Mm-mm.
The fucking storage capacity of a gigabyte took up an entire room.
I believe it. Yeah.
It was like in the 50s or some
Yeah,
shit, whenever the
yeah.
fuck it actually came out, maybe sooner. But it was just a bunch of fucking lab coats walking around this big, bulky fucking machine that took up
Yeah.
an entire room. And now,
Yeah.
like, in the size of like my palm, dude, like I can hold 250 fucking six of those.
Insane.
And
Yeah.
then all these fucking computers that first came out back then, those big blocks, like same
Yeah.
thing. It's now that's on here.
Or the cloud.
The cloud.
You can get even more. You can get a fucking terabyte
and it's non-tangible.
that's just in the ether.
Yeah, just
You know,
floating.
there's just information.
And dude,
fucking
it's
insane.
fucking crazy. And then cameras. Those fucking things that took 30 minutes to really take a picture, they had to take fucking forever.
Yeah.
Now that's in the phone. Calculator, fucking Texas Instruments. Who the fuck are they now? You know what I mean?
Dude.
Tilt your phone sideways, you have all the fucking everything you need.
Facts,
It is
dude.
insane, bro. Wild how fucking.
Those things were expensive too.
Yeah. I remember spending like
$100 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't remember how long it's been since I've had one, but yeah, $100, I believe it. I remember fucking buying that shit for school, dude, and it was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Fucking insane, dude.
And I only used it for like simple addition because I doubted myself in tests. 21 plus 5, just to be sure. Like, I never really used it for the complicated shit. So,
Dude, you know what's funny is I still do that now just on my phone.
yeah, 100%.
But now I'm worried if anyone ever sees I do that shit in incognito mode. Because if anyone ever sees my history and then just see me like Googling words that I'm trying to make sure I don't misspell.
Dude.
Like, how do you spell definitely? Like,
What's funny is I purposely avoid the browser because of that. So I just I type it in like a text bar and
smart,
don't send it. So
smart,
see if I misspell
yeah.
it.
These powerful tools are being used for basic math in English.
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
I think the comparison could be that AI could be Skynet, Terminator, or it could also be what's Tony Stark's fucking computer? Jarvis. Think
Yeah.
about that. That's fucking sick. And that's AI basically.
Elon Musk is our Tony Stark, dude. He's got to lead the fucking way on this one.
Yeah.
Or is he the villain? Is there really a little man living inside of his giant ribcage?
little man. Yeah.
Little alien.
Yeah.
There's like a fucking
Yeah.
2 handles and like 2 pedals type shit, dude. Just
Or dude, it's a little group of them. It's a fucking group of little guys,
Is he
you
like
know? Yeah.
fucking Voltron?
His
Arms and legs fucking
Yeah,
detach.
exactly.
Turns into like little individual pieces and just like fucking fight individually, dude.
Yeah. Facts.
That's fucking funny, bro. Elon Musk, if you're Voltron, let us know.
We're gonna catch you.
Yeah,
I'll find
we're
out.
onto you.
One day. Yeah.
We're on to you, you fucking.
You fucking evil
mech.
genius.
Yeah.
What's next? What's he cooking up next? I feel like it's been kind of quiet since he bought Twitter and that whole shit show went down.
Yeah, I think he's good on that.
You know what he's up to?
No, dude, I'm not like an Elon fucking fanboy or
Yeah.
anything. I keep up with this shit. He's more entertaining to watch than anything. That's mainly why I keep up with him. Just because he's
You just watch him on like podcasts and shit, or like Twitter clips,
podcasts,
or-
Twitter,
Yeah.
like YouTube Shorts, and like I'll like
Okay.
Google some shit. Like if some like when the whole Twitter fiasco happened, I
Yeah.
would Google him and like look up all of like. I mainly want to see what his response is to people, just because he trolls people. So I'm
He
like,
does
I'm very Craig Jones about it, man. I'm just looking at it for the
for
entertainment.
the entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
the
really
lulz.
what it is. Exactly.
Yeah,
And then at this point, it's kind of the same thing with the whole Andrew Tate thing. Like I'm just kind of looking at it from like a comical stance.
it's big now, huh? It's fucking huge. Yeah,
But imagine those two, right? Like like Elon Musk, Andrew Tate. Who else is some like really big names?
like a polarizing figure.
Yeah.
like you got Donnie T, obviously.
Okay. And
Jordan Peterson's kind of polarizing now. He's
there
about
it
to
is.
lose his license, right?
Yep, Jordan Peterson.
This is kind of like red pill stuff.
Yeah. So they're like the good, and then like they have to stop fucking Jeff Bezos from taking over the world. He's like the evil. He's a fucking Lex Luthor.
Jeff Bezos could be Lex Luthor. That's the scary thing.
Right. Like he could
Yeah.
legitimately pull it off if he wanted to.
Facts.
He's already jacked. He's training. He's getting ready for it. He's getting
Yeah,
ready to.
he's a football guy now, right?
Yeah, he bought you were saying he bought like an XFL team, right?
Yeah, like the Washington Commandos or
Dude,
some shit.
What's funny is my brother is like so into XFL, and I'm
Is
like, why?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I've actually met a few people like that, and from what they tell me is the rule set is a little bit better. It's supposed to incentivize more like action, not just
Entertainment.
like play.
Almost like the lingerie
pause.
league.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Why
Yeah.
did you agree to that and then ask what?
Yeah,
You never heard of that?
I had to let it load. No, I have heard of it, but the entertainment is coming from somewhere else in that league. Okay, it's not the football.
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking at the same things.
It's not the action.
I'm not looking at the same things.
That's funny, dude. You're like, this would be better if they were guys.
let's just get the normal NFL guys and put them in lingerie.
Okay, now that they're standing in front of me, it kind of makes sense. Maybe some of these guys should take their shirt off.
yeah, honestly. That's funny, dude.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so I get what you're saying. And I could see, like, it's something different. Like, it's an indoor league.
Yeah.
Wasn't it owned by Vince McMahon? Didn't Vince McMahon buy it for a bit?
I thought The Rock.
It was he bought
Dwayne
it
The Rock
from
Johnson.
Vince McMahon is what it was, because that's what it was. Okay, so Vince McMahon was the original like CEO and founder of the XFL. McMahon. And then The Rock bought it off of him like within the last like 10 or so years or something like that. And I don't even fuck with XFL like that. I don't know how I know this. I think it was just like
Headlines and shit.
right.
Oh, well, and your brother, maybe? He said he's into it, right?
Yeah, I'm like on some Mark Wahlberg shit. I'm just learning about it so I can make fun of him for it later.
That's funny. I need ammo.
Yeah. Did you really learn how to do ballet just to make fun of him?
That's fucking hilarious.
Fucking nerd. So, yeah, dude. And then The Rock bought it, and yeah, apparently, fucking now Jeff Bezos bought. Well, no, he bought a team.
I was gonna
so
say,
I think
he owns
I think The Rock is still fucking running shit. Damn. So The Rock's gonna be an evil villain. This is some like M. Night Shyamalan type shit, dude. He's such a good guy, and then all of a sudden, I can see him being a villain.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
like.
True.
Black Adam is really like he's just fucking.
Is Black Adam a villain in
I
the
think he's
universe?
an anti-hero.
Oh, okay, like a Deadpool kind of thing.
Kinda. I don't really keep up with.
Didn't that
a lot
movie?
of
It's
DC
supposed to come
characters.
out. What happened? It got canceled or something, right? Or the production got fucked up.
I don't know.
Which is crazy because I feel like The Rock has like 7 movies come out a fucking year.
Dude,
you know?
and they're all fucking the same shit. In my opinion, they're all the same shit.
He doesn't play different characters. He just plays Dwayne The Rock Johnson in every movie.
The movies play him.
Fucking Chuck Norris about it.
Dude, yeah, like
Yeah.
I guarantee if you take screenshots of every movie he's been in at some point in the movie, they're not going to be too far apart from each other.
No.
He's
Dude, have you
fucking
seen that meme?
staring off into the distance in like a ripped, dirty fucking
Have you
shirt,
seen that
sweating.
meme? Yeah, it's like they did that actually. They put like 4 different screenshots of it was like Jungle Cruise, Jumanji.
That is fucking hilarious.
It was like 4
Journey to the
different.
center of the earth or some shit. Whatever. No, what is it? Where he was in that fucking. It's like a huge meme where he's like in the front seat.
Oh, is it San Andreas? Was it that movie or?
No. That is another one.
Okay.
But like where he like. It's like the meme where he's in the front seat. That girl's in the back seat. She was in.
Oh,
it's a blonde
yeah,
girl.
yeah. The girl from Terabithia, right?
Yeah, Bridget Terabithia. I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to be wrong. But yes,
Yeah.
Bridget Terabithia and
Oh, dude, I know that movie. I remember.
Zathura. Something Zathura, right?
Think brain. I can't remember. I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Anyways, same fucking character and everything.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, hey, can't really dock him though. He's got his own tequila. He's got his own fucking.
He's killing
He's
it.
got an XFL. He owns the XFL. He's in movies. He's got his own fucking energy drink. That's next for me.
Oh yeah, those
dude.
Zoa. Have you tried
Yeah.
those, by the way?
Yeah, they're all right. They're not my go-to.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but they're not bad.
I can see them succeeding. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I think they're crushing.
he's
it,
big
yeah.
enough to make them good. They're not like, you get what I'm saying? Like they're good
Yeah.
enough for it to be like how do I explain? Like they're good enough for like consumerism to do its
Oh yeah,
part.
they're huge.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see them in like every gas station. I know a bunch of people that drink them too, but like I'm not the biggest fan.
No, I'll get them. The only place that I really see them at, I mean, I see them at like gas station stuff, but like I go to Walgreens a lot. That's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And the times I get them is when there's nothing else. And it's not like I'm looking at it like, oh fuck, I gotta drink a goddamn Zoa. It's like,
Yeah. Let me switch it up.
Yeah,
Type thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
not my first choice, but I'm down with it. I can dig it. They're not bad. It just tastes like another energy drink to me, to be honest. you know?
Yeah.
So, but Rockstar, man, Rockstar's the.
Dude, imagine if Dwayne The Rock Johnson bought Rockstar. Think of the potential there, dude. What do you do? Oh, nice. Naruto run. Yeah, branding. Trying to get the sponsors. Oh, let me see. Where am I? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so either Rockstar or Monster would be nice.
Think about that though.
Fight it out, guys. Figure it out.
Rockstar, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yo, Dwayne Johnson, brother,
Yeah.
give us a shot.
Give us a shot.
Say shout out, you know.
Shot.
I said shout out in cursive, dude.
That's fucking
Give us a shot. Give us a shout out, dude. We'll team up and give you some good business ideas.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I
Well,
think
now he's
it's,
definitely not going to after that, though.
No.
He's like, what the fuck is this weirdo talking about? But yeah, I can see that rock star.
Dude, I don't think anyone's ever brought that up to him though.
No.
So I think if we were to just get a moment like Big Sean, Kanye West style, just run in, seize the opportunity.
I love Hitler. Yeah, just say some shit that's gonna really put you on the map. Wayfair is real, and I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah, no, I mean like I'm pretty sure that's how he got discovered, right? Big Sean. I think he just ran up on Kanye and started freestyling.
Oh yeah.
So I'm saying we got to just run up on the rock, hit him with that, and he'll be
Hey,
like,
you know the energy drink Rockstar. Rock star. You
Right.
are a star. You rock. You're the rock.
"There's so much there."
Yeah, you have like a quintuple entendre right there, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "My people are gonna get with your people."
Yeah. All right. I have people.
Yeah. My people is me. So
Yeah.
just here's my
Do you have a
number.
business card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
my Instagram.
Give me 2 weeks to ship it to you. I got you.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, dude. But
All right. Speaking of switch it up, I want to hit this rhyme game real quick. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put you on the spot. The 5 fingers of death.
Oh, shit.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a little game right here just to test our cognitive decline.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna flip the hourglass over,
Mm-hmm.
and so in the time that's how much time you're gonna have, right?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give you a word
Okay.
when I flip it over, and then you have to start rhyming and just
Okay.
coming up with words.
Okay. The cognitive decline is gonna decline about as quick as this quicksand. Or
I
hourglass
honestly
is gonna
don't
deplete.
know how long this is. I think it's me, you, and Tony were trying to figure that out
Yeah,
when we
it's
bought it.
24 hours. It's 24 hours.
We were fucking that up bad, dude.
I think it's like
I think it's an
like
hour.
an awkward minute. Like
Yeah,
it's an awkward
like
time.
A minute and 17 seconds or something. Yeah.
We'll figure it
All
out.
Are you ready?
No, but let's do it.
All right. Tree.
That's for me. As I can see, the things that are rhyming with dendrochronology.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck? That was good.
That's
Is
not a word.
Dendrochronology?
No,
That's the study of tree rings. I
Get the
fucking
fuck
got.
out of
I
here.
fucking got.
No, you're
deep with it,
you're
dude.
Not
Oh
just-
my
you're
God.
just making that up.
So
I
look
know
it up.
you're
Look it up right now.
Dendro what?
Dendrochronology.
Dendrochronology, and it's the study of what?
Tree rings.
Tree rings?
Yes.
Get the fuck
I
out of here.
swear to God. I'm also trying to buy time to not rhyme as long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep rhyming. Keep rhyming. Okay.
Dendrochronology
Time is fucking.
the study of tree rings, and he's gonna tree to see.
Oh my God. Why is that the first thing that Google fucking?
I told you.
Dendrochronology is the scientific method of dating tree rings to the exact year they were formed. What the fuck? Why do you
I'm
know
a
that?
Fucking genius.
Why do you know
I
that?
don't know.
Jesus
I am
Christ.
Fucking that was a good one.
That was
Give
pretty
me the
good.
credit. Give me the
I'll
credit.
give you the credit. Yeah.
Okay, so we're recording. That monster has some taurine.
It doesn't have to be like a flow.
I'm not
You trying to
make it
rap
flow.
with it?
No,
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
trying to fucking survive.
You're stalling, huh?
A few moments later.
Time.
Pretty good. Pretty good though. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't say dendrochronology, but you know.
No, I did not. I did not bring up the fucking study of tree rings. Okay.
With
I didn't even think it
the
was
word.
fucking real.
You didn't.
Look like an idiot.
I look super smart.
I don't know. Yeah,
The word is
okay.
time. Go.
Rhyme. I can rhyme time any time. My rhymes are sublime, and I'm fine, and I'm in a vine because I'm 6, and I'm just playing. Give me another word. Give me another word.
Shoe.
Shoe. If the shoe fits, then I wear it because all I do is hear parrots talking about me, thinking that I don't know that I can't see that I'm just going through the breeze, but they ain't on these knees. They're on they knees with the bees. Give me another word. Give me another word.
Why are you
I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up.
Okay. Sodium.
So
I just looked at the back of my can.
damn, I don't know what I'm doing that one. All right, so sodium. I'll be. Give me another word.
Top.
I'm sorry.
Top.
Top. I was getting top because I'm on top, and I I just rhyme top with top.
So I can't stop.
So I can't stop because I'm going to take it to the top.
Let's just see how many times you can find a different way to say top.
Oh, man. Another word.
Ring.
Ring. Man, I got the ring on because all I do is win like I'm LeBron. I got more than Brady, even though I'm kind of shady, looking like Slim Shady.
Ooh, you could have cut.
Motherfuckers trying to play me, but it ain't never going to happen because I'm on top. All right, that's it. I'm done. I can't.
I retire. I'm good. I retire for greatness.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what that section was supposed to be, but it's pretty stupid.
So bad. So good. So good.
So good.
So good and tasty.
Dude,
All
I'm
right.
hot.
It's hot. My balls is
Dude.
hot. That's why I have to wear
Dude,
black.
Top temperature. The temperature's on top.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Dude, man, my palms are sweaty. How your knees though?
Yeah. Knees are weak, huh?
Yeah.
And what'd you have for dinner
I
last
had
night?
my mom's spaghetti.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, shit was banging.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, before you
It
wrap
was a
up,
disaster.
yeah, I think we're about done. Last thing I wanted to talk to you about is how we're fucking degenerates and we put ink inside of our body that'll last forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I have a funny one about that.
Yeah, tell me about some of your tattoos.
So the only like 3 that have meaning, 2 that have meaning are the one on my wrist. It's semicolon IGY6. For those who don't know, semicolon is for Project Semicolon, which is for suicide awareness. Basically, the concept of a semicolon when you want to stop the sentence, but you end up deciding to continue without formally ending it. So same thing with your life. If you want to end your life, you think about doing it, but then you decide to continue. IGY6 is I've got your 6, meaning I've got your back. And that's where those in the military kind of took from or made an adaptation of their own from the Project Semicolon with the same exact concept in mind, but just to show support for one another. And there's some coloring on it. In the semicolons, there is some teal, which represents PTSD awareness. Black, which represents the heavy hearts of the soldiers' families who lost their loved ones on the battlefield or due to suicide. And red to represent the 22 soldiers a day or veterans a day who kill themselves due to PTSD, depression, et cetera, et cetera. Got this one at a tattoo convention. The one on my left arm is an angel guarding a clock. And it's funny, when I wear t-shirts, it looks like it's, sticking his hand out to shake everybody's hand. My Nana made that joke.
That's funny. I just noticed that. That's hilarious, actually.
And so the whole meaning behind that is just the time on the clock is the time that I was born, which is 7:42 in the morning.
Nice.
And then the calf banger that I have a little robot on my calf, and that's just supposed to represent me, because there was one time where my eyelashes got stuck and I tried to get them unstuck, and there was a joke that like I was malfunctioning, and so
You're just fucking short circuit.
yeah, basically like error 404 type
That's
deal.
funny.
So when I was coming up with the design, my mind went back to that. And so I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let me draw a little Jetson style robot.
I was going to say, I love the style. It's like very
Yeah.
Jetsons-y.
Yeah, exactly. So I drew a little, I was like, they're like, oh, you want a tattoo? I was like, fuck yeah. They're like, all right, draw it up. And I was like, shit, okay. Fuck. And then just drew up a little Jetson style robot. It started with just the head. And
Where were you at?
I was at my old
Just at a
apartment.
homie's place?
That was my place. Yeah, they came
Oh.
through, tattooed my calf on my couch in the living room.
Sick.
It's pretty sick, dude.
That's dope.
And then I tattooed their calf.
Fuck yeah,
It was a
dude.
sick fucking first tattoo ever. It came out pretty clean.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much the only meanings behind them. The funny thing about it is when I got this tattoo, it was completely scuffed as line work. I had seen the artists work on people's bodies, and they were clean. It was good.
Yeah.
Then he did some work on me, and looked like fucking Helen Keller took a needle and just went after it. You know what I mean? She fucking-
Scratcher.
Yeah, went crazy. It was like a fucking crackhead trying to hit some scratchers and win some money. dude.
Yeah.
Like, so
And you got that sleeve done on credit, right?
yeah, so I got back, and dude was like, I want to do your whole sleeve. And I
I
was
thought
like,
that was the coolest thing.
yeah, dude's like, I want to do your whole sleeve. And I was like, all right, buddy, Like I just got out of the army, just bought a car. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out of the army, off deployment. Bought a car.
I was gonna say
a bunch of like a TV, Xbox. You know, I was on leave. You know what I mean? I was like, I want to kind of make sure that I don't blow all my money while I'm on leave.
right.
And he's like, all right, bet, just pay me the rest of it. You know, next time you come down or however we arranged it. I was like, all right, sick. And he fucked my shit up so bad, so fucking bad. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not paying you, dude. Like, because I had to get it covered up.
Yeah.
I paid him like, not that I it wasn't just out the gate.
Yeah.
It was like, I paid him for like doing the line work, and then I paid him for doing the shading. So I paid him for about like 90% of the work, and then he just like stopped scheduling appointments to finish it, and I never got it finished. And then he kept like, he reached out again. He's like, hey man, da 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 da. And so like it got to a point where like when I reached out to him to see what was going on, to see if I could get it finished, he wasn't like responding or anything like that. So I said, fuck it, went to go get it covered up. And this is when I knew how bad it was. When another artist was like, dude, I can't even tell what's a face and what's a body.
Damn.
And so I was like,
was that Brandy or?
Yeah, Brandy. Shout out to Brandy.
So fucking good.
And so she's like, I can do what I can to save it, but she couldn't even promise me anything. She's like, I just color it and see what I can do. And I was like, fuck, if it's that bad, then like, fuck it. And turns out like dude went back to like prison or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
I basically got a prison tattoo.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So I have a prison tattoo.
There's probably a swastika hidden in there somewhere.
Yeah, like some subliminal fucking thing where I can't see. And so, anyways, to go back to this story, I went home on leave, right? And I only had this tattoo, which my grandparents were aware of. And they're some strong Hispanic, like traditional, like Christian grandparents. You know what I mean? Like my nana, like I grew up in that. I lived in their house
very cool with tattoos.
Yeah, she says like her thing was, I don't care what you do in life, just don't drink, and even more so for tattoos. So like she like I think it was like 2 years ago. I was like 27.
You can do anything. Well, she's like, you can do anything, mijo. Just don't drink and don't get tattoos. And that's
Literally.
like the first two things that you did. You're like, okay,
Stopped going to church, started drinking, got tattoos, dude.
She's like, what the fuck?
Literally, you had one job.
Yeah.
You had one fucking job.
Damn.
Do not. Yeah, I did pretty much the exact opposite of what she told me. So she only knew about this one, and I called her and told her about it a couple of months before I was coming home on leave, just so I didn't have to deal with
Try
backlash.
to warm her up to it.
Right. And I lived with her like a good portion of my childhood, and then a good portion of like my teenagehood, if you will.
Right.
So I was like a nana's boy, so we were very, very close. So it wasn't just like my nana just kind of putting her 2 cents in. Like she was basically like a mom to me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I came.
So did it take like a lot for you to get the tattoo? Did you like go back and forth on it, or were you like, yeah, I know she's not gonna like this, but like, easy send, I'm gonna do it anyway?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So she saw this tattoo, right? And I remember they had my birthday party. They were having my birthday party, right? And I was on leave in Tucson, and I saw her when I first got back. So she saw the tattoo, and she's like, oh, whatever. That's when she made the joke about the hand, and she's just like, whatever, I can't do anything. Like, whatever. And my birthday party was literally like 3 days after that, and I show up with a whole fucking sleeve.
That's funny.
Yeah, fucking whole prison tattoo to her.
You're like testing the waters. And you're like, okay, she's cool with this. Boom, sleeve. She's like,
Dude,
yo.
I walk in. I can't forget this, dude. I walk into this spot, which happened to be I'm so grown. It was a Peter Piper pizza.
Nice.
So I walk in, right?
Just sleeved up.
She looks at me, and instantly she fucking has like a scowl on her face, dude. She's like pissed. She's heated. I go to so
good timing though on your birthday weekend, because you can't be too mad, huh?
Dude, she disowned me.
Hey,
yeah, she literally disowned me.
Are you still disowned to this day?
No, she disowned me for like 4 days, and then she got over it.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
So, and this is how I know she disowned me. So when I saw her, she looked at me, made this like face, and then just did not make any eye contact with me the rest of the day. And it was my birthday party.
Dang.
So I went up to her, and I was like, hi. Then I went to go like give her a kiss on the cheek, and she just like didn't even look at me. I was walking this way. She looked away. I was like, hi, like, good to see you. Da, 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 da. When I went to give her a kiss on the cheek, she just like, and just didn't look at me. And then they left like 10 minutes earlier.
The cold shoulder.
Yeah, and I was like, you guys are leaving already? Like, the food's not even done. Da, 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 da. And she's like, I only stay for my grandson. And then they like left. I was like,
Hey.
oh fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
you're
Yeah, but
dead
I was
to
like,
me.
so like, I'm a grown ass adult. Like, I didn't really process what she was saying. So I just said fuck it, and I brushed it off and just went about my life. You know what I mean? You know, like 4 days later, like she called me, seen how I was doing, and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah, you're just mad. Da, 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 da. Or I think I went to her house or something. And yeah, we kind of talked it over, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let you know right now, this is not the end. Like, I'm gonna do this. And then she's like,
This is something you're gonna have to work on if you want to still be in my life, because this is something I'm gonna do, right?
right,
You know, so you can feel how you want to feel about it,
Mhm.
but it's not something that you're gonna talk me out of or change, right?
right. And it's not
Yeah.
like I gave her like an ultimatum or anything like that, but it was just like, listen, like, I'm not trying to do this to hurt you. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
like,
okay, I see.
yeah, it was more of like, I'm letting you know so it's not a surprise later. I
Yeah.
want to do this, and this. And as much as it pains you to hear this, I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? At some
Right.
point. And so she's like, all right, well, you know what? I can't even do anything at this point. And so now whenever I go home with a new tattoo, she just looks at it and just like, oh, okay, whatever. And she's just like,
Yeah, she's
Whatever.
used to it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think she got over it. But yeah, that first week was a little rough.
Yeah.
And then my mom.
In
being-
that phase too, because you were getting inked a lot,
Mhm.
but nowadays, you know, you get one every fucking year, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Like,
yeah. And my mom's like, "Fuck yeah, badass."
Yeah,
'Cause
dude.
my mom's the cool mom. So
fuck yeah.
she was all about it. What about you?
Like how my parents and everything reacted, or
Yeah.
dude, same. My mom's kind of like a super like free spirited like that,
Mhm.
kind of very supportive of like whatever. You know,
Mhm.
I could get fucking any kind of piercing, any kind of fucking tattoo, and she's always super supportive. The biggest thing for her, she just wants to make sure that like it's something that like I'm not gonna like regret in the future. Like, okay, like for example, when I got my face tattoo or my neck done or my hand, she's like, you know, just make sure this is something like you've thought about. Like, I know you're excited and you want to get this, and I'll support you if you do that. But like, just think, you know, what are some of the things that you may want to do professionally, etc. Are those going to be things that like affect that? And we talked a little bit about it when I was back home recently for my sister's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the first time she got to see like in person like all the shit that I done, like hands, neck, and stuff like that. So we were talking about it, and I told her like, yeah, there's a lot of like I had that. Like I sat down and had that conversation with myself, and like I know that this can like close doors for me. You know, I probably won't work in like the professional business settings
I'm not
and
gonna be a
stuff like that.
lawyer.
Right, I'm not going to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. But that's okay. You know, that's not my plans. And even for what I want to do, for example, like my end goal one day, open up a school, teach jiu-jitsu. So I will kind of be a business owner, hopefully one day. I could lose people over that. Maybe someone walks into my gym and maybe they think that I'm like some degenerate or something because of all this, and they don't want to
stole
sign
the
up to my
equipment that you
school.
have and
Yeah,
type
right.
shit.
Yeah, you learned fucking jiu-jitsu in prison, you know? You know, because a lot of people put their kids in martial arts and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
maybe they might not be comfortable with their kids around someone because they don't agree with it.
Speaking of quick, not to cut you off, shout out to my niece. She just got her second stripe the other day. Yesterday.
Dude, fuck yeah, let's
She's
go.
hyped,
Good for
dude.
her,
She
man.
went in. My sister was like, she sent me a picture. She's like making this stink face. Like, I want to be here. And then she took a picture after class, and she's fucking
She's
cheesing.
cheesing.
Yeah,
She's
ear
super
to ear,
happy.
dude. Yeah. She's
Fuck yeah,
She's
dude.
cute, dude.
Good for her.
Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah, she's like 5. She's like
She's gonna be a
fucking
killer
little
one day.
thing. Yeah,
She's
she's
a
like
fucking
4 or
killer.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as she sticks with it, man, she's gonna be a
She's
monster.
gonna be the next Musamichi, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But go ahead, my bad.
No, but yeah, I mean, if that's something that happens, then I respect their decision, you know? And I've thought about that. Like, I'm okay with losing that business. I'm
Mhm.
okay with those doors being closed off because personally, this is something I really want to do. I really want to express myself, put art on my body wherever I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the cons are worth it. And she just wants to make sure that it's something I've thought about.
Right.
And if I've thought about that and I still make that decision, then she'll support me.
And that also, that's also awesome to hear. But
Yeah.
When it comes to like people who like business that you're gonna lose in that aspect because of like a tattoo, it's not necessarily like you're missing out on that person, because if that person has that level of judgment, you know, to where they're like, oh, I don't want to put my kid in this school because they have tattoos. Like, it's almost like you wouldn't want them in your school anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, you would, but like,
Right. Maybe, you know?
But then I don't know. I just feel like anybody who would,
Everyone is entitled to their opinion on
100%,
it.
right?
You
And
know?
I'm not saying they're wrong for that. Like, that's just their
Yeah.
opinion. But for me personally, someone who has that level of judgment on others when they just look at them and glance at them, especially
Yeah.
like, it's one thing to see like you're in a fucking dark street. It's 2 a.m. Dude,
Yeah.
fucking ragged clothing. He's got tattoos on his face. Oh,
You
cool.
see me, you're going to be scared, you know?
Right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm a pretty intimidated guy, you know? You're clutching your purses.
Yeah, but like when you're like in a school, you're clearly the instructor doing something, helping people.
Right.
Like I feel like it's just like it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that chances of that happening are very low, but it's a situation I still wanted to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, you know, that community like is more open to like tattoos, similar to like
everybody
if
was
you're-
like giving you shout outs for fucking
Right.
the tattoos you were getting. They were saying it was all sick. They
yeah,
loved the way it came
yeah.
out.
Look at Tim, you know, he's got tattoos on his
He was talking shit
hand
because your neck
and-
hurt. He was like, "Really? That hurt?" And I was sorry, we're not a fucking masochist, dude.
ate that shit, dude. Yeah.
It's learned a whole lot about you, my man.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? So yeah, I mean, it's something that I thought about, and then once you do one, so like, what did I get done first? The hand, I think. Yeah. So once you do one, well, then it's like I might as well do them all.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get the same discrimination or judgment against me for like having the hand, then I might as well do the full thing. Have
Right.
neck, face, all that shit. If it's gonna be the same anyway, fuck it.
Right.
It's closing the same doors, then go full
Not
throttle.
missing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of my mentality. But similar to you, most of my tattoos don't have meaning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're just fun tattoos.
Cool. You thought
That-
it was cool. You know what
Yeah, I
mean?
like the design. I like the style. And you know, you don't have to put too much meaning into it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you put too much meaning into it, that just leaves a much wider opportunity for disappointment. Like if you put too much thought into it,
Yeah.
like if you like too much emotion, and of course there's those people, and I'm not saying like don't fucking put thought into your tattoo. Don't just get random
Right,
bangers.
right. Yeah.
Like obviously, if you want a tattoo that has the utmost meaning to you, go ahead and do it. Like I'm not
Yeah,
telling you
yeah.
what to get or what not to.
Right.
But for me, I feel like if I think about it too much, or if I put too much emotion or
Yeah,
thought into it,
That's a big one I hear all the time is people like, I want to get a tattoo, but you know, I just really want it to mean something to me.
and it's on my body the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
So they'll
it's
never
a scar,
get-
and you didn't plan on that shit. You know what I mean?
Right? That's a good
Like-
point. Yeah. Especially if it's like maybe somewhere super visible, I get, yeah, you know. But if it's somewhere like not even visible, you know, like what's all the fucking like
I have a lot of shitty tattoos on me. right
Yeah,
now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't fucking whatever, bro. Like
you almost like
you forget about it.
it's like paralysis. You never end up doing it, pulling the trigger because you're afraid that maybe you have some ideas that you're working with,
Mm-hmm.
but you're afraid that like, oh, they're not good enough. I want to come up with something better. It's almost like a FOMO type of
Right.
situation.
Yeah, dude. It's
So you never end up doing it.
It's not sad to see, but it's like sucks because like people psych themselves out because they're just too apprehensive about what they
Mhm.
want to get, and I'm like, you can't tell someone just fucking go and get it. Like how we were in fucking San Diego or Orange County. I mean, where it's like, hey, you want to get a tattoo? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because to them, it's much more of like especially if it's the first one, dude. Like that's like a super critical
Yeah.
one for people. I know for
That
me, like,
that one people really want to have meaning.
Mhm.
Really, for the most part, don't want it to be visible.
Mhm.
You know,
But I feel like once you get that first one,
yeah.
then you're good.
Your
Like, it's-
leniency goes way up. You're like,
you become a little bit more open to what the fuck you can get.
yeah,
Yeah,
Because even
dude.
when I first started getting them, I wanted like the whole theme. You know, so I'm like, oh, I want to get the sleeve done.
1,000,
So I'm gonna get this, but I'm really thinking about how it's gonna tie into everything, etc. And you know, and then now I'm just getting them, just like, oh, that's dope. Saw that on Instagram. Let's fucking do it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the thought process. You know.
Yeah, or like the tattoo that we're gonna get. We just kind of like, dude, that'd be sick to get this, and you're like, oh, and then we're like, oh, and then we just like,
Let's do it.
Took us
Yeah.
like 30 seconds to
exactly.
come up with it, too,
Yeah, yeah.
which is fucking sick. So I'm excited to definitely get a lot more tattoos. I gotta get at least
Yeah, you gotta get
a,
covered, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta get at least one leg sleeve done
Mhm.
and finish this sleeve, and maybe some behind the ear or a neck piece is gonna be. I'm gonna avoid the face. I'm
Okay.
gonna avoid the face for
Respect
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Respect that.
but I'm so the hands. Oh fuck, I forgot about the hands. So I
Yeah,
think
because you're doing the
next-
Mara, right?
Yeah, so on my right hand I'm getting the Tibetan demon Mara. On the left hand I'm getting Buddha's heart,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're getting Buddha choking out Mara. Where I'm gonna put that, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the tough one.
You got a lot of space.
Yeah. Maybe on my rib cage, and then just do the
Fuck yeah.
do the septum. I'm sorry, the scepter and the
Septum.
and
Septum
the
tattoo.
hammer on behind my ears, like how I originally.
I think that
planned.
would be sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sickle and hammer.
Mm-hmm. Not a sickle, a scepter.
I'm just fucking with you.
My dog's name is not death.
They have been watching a lot of
Fucking news.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
They're
probably why Thor's
Marxists.
so aggressive now. Just
Yeah.
subliminally like anger.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely a lot more work. I got to connect my chest, all that good stuff, man. So it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party on my body.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, hopefully so after this we'll do a little tattoo tour.
Mm-hmm.
Post that on the gram.
Yeah, we could definitely post it
Yeah,
like,
and
while
then
we're talking about it. and
everyone
shit
can
like that.
see what we got going.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Vote on your favorite ones.
Yeah, man. But for sure, that's pretty much all I got, man.
That's a fucking rap, dude.
Dude, that is a rap like how we were doing earlier. Couldn't see it coming because it wasn't so familiar. Bro, I'm good.
Facts.
I'm
That's
fucking
the
good.
bars.
The
Bars.
Bars. But anyways, this has been the minor
The minor
convenience. Appreciate you
convenience.
sticking in and hope to see you next episode. Later.
Ciao. I'm not gonna do it this time.
Nah, dude, this is
So we're gonna leave it as a
all
blooper.
right. Okay.
I'll just keep talking. I'll just keep
So,
going.
yeah.
So how about that airline food?
Airline food. It ain't even that good.
Gouda.
My favorite kind of cheese is Gouda. I'm good. Yeah, dude.
You're good.
I-
You're about to be booed up. That's pretty good, huh? You like that?
About to get a tattoo of Buddha.
Booda. In my, and I'm gonna fucking.
Shoot up.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. Get out of my head.
Bro, I'm kind of hungry feeling some food.
Food. Yeah, same. Yeah. Anyway,
Go ahead and press the button.
that's the real ending to the episode.
That's the
So
real us.
if you stuck through, then you're a real one.
Yeah, because,
Only real ones stay for the real one.
yeah, and watch the reels.
Top.
One time.
You get it? Yeah.
took me
Took a second.
processing.
Error.
Yeah, boom.
Glad we had this talk.
Hmm?
Glad we had this talk.
Yeah, same. Boom. Oh,